Hi.
Hi.
Hey, oh, hold on. Okay, make sure my phone's on silent. So I think we just kind of discussed a little bit before turning on
Yeah.
the cord, and it looks like it's going to be parts work because I am feeling this energy, this subtle energy that I realized has been coming out. And then it also just came up as I was connecting with you. And that energy is like, I don't know, for me, it feels like this gross energy that feels very annoying. And I can tell I'm very annoyed by this energy for myself. And I don't want other people to feel it because it feels like if other people were to feel it, I know exactly how they would feel because that's how I feel about this energy. And it's definitely like wanting to squash this energy, like zap it away because it's so fucking annoying. And so I don't even know what this is. So I'm just going to go into
Okay.
the feeling state and just
Yeah.
become it and see whatever unfolds.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't even know what it's connected to. So I guess we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
So
I,
you ready?
yeah, with my free will, take on a part of myself. And I guess the collective as well of the part that is um, feeling what it's feeling in this moment right now.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I don't want to be the annoying, yeah, like I don't want to be the person that is annoying. Like,
What is it that's annoying? How do you define what annoying is?
I feel I I don't want to sense from other people that I'm being annoying. And how I feel this feeling state, it feels like I don't know. Like I'm having a hard time accepting this about me because I feel like I'm so annoyed with me for like exuding this energy for other people to feel. And it feels really gross. Like of course no one would want to be around it. I don't even want to be around this energy. And I feel like, yeah, like it's just the energy of annoyance. Like get off my back. Like
And like, what is it doing or embodying that is so annoying that you just
okay,
really stand?
it feels like that thing, like a little kid when they're all up on their parents, like attached to them. And it's like, oh, give me some breathing space. But they just like attach to you, and um, like, so for instance, like, let's say the kid is attached to the parent, like hugs him and then starts blowing on their face, like, and then the parent's like, okay, like, stop, stop. But the kid's like having fun. It's like, and
Yeah.
after a while, like it's annoying. It's like, hey, I told you to stop. Like, why
Yeah.
won't you stop?
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like I'm the kid that like has this energy where I'm not exactly like doing something to annoy them, but I feel like I'm walking around with that annoying energy where I can't help but to exude it, and people are feeling that off of me. And I'm just so like on tiptoes of like not wanting people to feel that off of me. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be annoying. And I know I'm going to be annoying. It feels like I know I'm going to be annoying. I'm trying to stop myself from being annoying. Yeah.
So do you feel like just your existence, just being as you are, is
Yeah.
being that annoying kid? Is it something that you're needing from others or just you existing?
Oh, interesting. Let me see. This is really emotional. It feels like
Mhm.
um something's not causing me to be annoyed. I just feel like it's a part of me.
Oh.
Like I can just be that annoying kid. Like
Hmm.
I sometimes this annoying energy comes out and I don't know how to shut it off. And when it comes out, I feel like I sense it first
Yeah.
and I try to stop myself so that other people don't have to experience it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like there's something that you just are that you can't help being.
Yeah.
And I'm sensing there's a lot of like, you're trying to stop it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
it is true because I don't like it too. It feels annoying. Like I don't like it.
yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't want to be treated by I don't want to see the reaction of the other person. Because I already
Yeah.
know I am being annoying.
Hmm.
I don't want it to be validated by the other person because it hurts a lot when I
Mm-hmm.
see the other person's reaction. It
Hmm.
feels so disconnected.
Hmm.
Like it feels like that person so wants to disconnect from me, like so wants nothing to do with me.
Hmm.
That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. Like I don't want to be validated that you don't want anything to do with me.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds really painful when you
yeah,
already are anticipating that
yeah,
response of
yeah,
rejection,
yeah,
for something you can't help being.
yeah. And interestingly enough, it like I'm I don't have bad intentions with this annoying energy. It just feels like very innocent. It feels very innocent. It feels
Mhm.
very innocent but annoying.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
so I just want to try something where you, what could happen if you didn't try to stop it and you just
Um,
let it all hang out?
Again, it's I don't want to experience in the physical of somebody wanting to separate from me.
Okay, so what if I told you that I like really want to see it?
Really want to see the annoying energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of froze. Like,
Yeah.
now I feel like I don't know how to bring it out.
Oh.
Like I feel like I have no access to it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like, oh, that shoved this energy away into the closet.
Okay, that's interesting. It got repelled even further
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it that someone actually wanting to be around you and wanting to see this energy is so like
Oh,
outside of its reality?
well, I noticed I was starting to get emotional by doing the opposite,
Oh.
where I think what I'm recognizing is I'm recognizing that, like, maybe this person doesn't want, like, to be around me.
Mhm.
And it feels um, like, but they can't say that. And so, and like, I don't know, there's something where, like, I want to go towards it, but already feel like I'm gonna get rejected.
Mhm.
And that just naturally gives access to this annoying energy to come out.
Mm.
So when I think about going towards a person, like it feels like, oh, like I can't tell if they already feel 건드렸어 or not. So if they are already like I can't tell if that person is in a fragile state or not.
Mhm.
And like I feel sensitive towards their energy of like, oh, am I gonna trigger them or not?
Mhm.
Um, and I don't know, for some reason it feels like that annoyance energy gets activated where maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what this is, but let me see if I can go back into that annoyance energy.
Mhm.
I know for sure I get annoyed with myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, but I think this is access. I'm recognizing that I get really annoyed with myself.
Mhm. Do you want to give voice to that annoyed part in you?
Okay.
Like, what are they saying to the aspect of you that just is the way that it is?
I'm annoyed because it feels, this is weird, but it feels so innocent where, like, I know I'm annoyed because it feels so innocent and it's not trying to be mean,
Mhm.
but it's bothering.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm.
And so I get annoyed.
Mm. What do you wish it were instead?
Like, it feels like I should read the room better or something.
Okay. Like, what need are you is not getting met in the presence of this energy? That's annoying, you know.
Wait, from which perspective?
So like, okay, from the perspective of the one that's annoyed, like, what is your need?
Oh,
Either like from this other part or like just in general. That's as to why you're getting annoyed.
it feels like it's in, wait, I'm a little confused. It feels like a very like complicated energy, but it feels like this annoyance is annoyed at like knowing it's not bad, knowing you don't have bad intentions,
Mhm.
but you're bothering. You have this
Mhm. Mhm.
bothering energy,
Mhm.
and that is really annoying.
Oh,
Like
do you
kind
feel
of,
like you don't have the right to get angry because it's coming from an innocent place?
yeah,
Because it doesn't know any better?
yeah, it doesn't know what it is. It's like, well, I know you're innocent. I know you don't have bad intentions. So how could you be so bothering? Like to
Mm.
bother somebody is bad.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
bother
Yeah.
somebody is bad. But I know
Yeah.
you're good and innocent. Yet you
Yeah.
don't mean to be bad.
Oh my God.
So there's a little confusion as to like, what is this?
Okay.
And I feel like I can't get like mad at it until
Yeah.
it bothers me so much. I'm like, oh, just leave me alone.
Hmm.
But then I feel bad for getting mad at it
Hmm.
because I know it's good and innocent.
Oh, so is there something going on where because you see this as good and innocent, you see yourself as bad because you're getting mad at something that's good and innocent?
Well, it seems like this good and innocent that's bothering,
Hmm.
that bothering energy feels like it comes
Hmm.
from a state of like wanting something.
Hmm.
Um, it like it wants something, but it's either like it doesn't know how to get it. It doesn't feel confident. Like the bothering energy doesn't feel confident
Hmm.
in being like in its own skin to
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
get what it wants.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
And this
So,
bothering energy feels like you know like those things like that like when someone wants it but gets it indirectly
hmm.
and it's not like straightforward.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of
does
gives
it
it
feel like you kind of, because it's not sure, like it sees you as needing to be the provider
let me see.
for what it needs?
It's yeah, like okay, okay. I think I get it. It's like that bothering energy feels like it believes it can't get it, but wants it.
Mm.
So it has this belief of oh, I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I still want to try.
Okay, what's annoying about that?
That's annoying because it feels like what is it then? Like it's really annoying. Like like do you want it? Are you gonna get it? Or are you gonna be like, fine, don't get it and just be clean? Like yes or no? Is it a yes or no?
Oh, so this part has an issue with this in-between place.
Yeah, it feels very annoyed with that. Like
Oh,
I cannot read you. Like you say you want this,
mhm,
but
mhm,
then you act like wait. It's like you feel like you're not gonna get it
mhm,
or something like that. Like there's something with that kind of belief, but then you still try to get it
mhm,
and it feels annoying because it's
mhm,
not clear.
mhm, mhm. Yeah.
And
Oh,
I know you're good and innocent, you're not bad, and you're not trying to have bad intentions, but it's fucking annoying. It's like, then what do you
yeah.
want me to do? So it feels like if
Yeah.
I give it to you,
Mm.
like, like, I don't know, it feels like you're still not going to be fully satisfied or something like that.
Yeah.
And if I
Yeah.
don't give it to
It's
you, you're not
frustrating.
going to be
Mhm,
satisfied. It just
mhm.
feels like this space of like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Mm. Okay, so that sounds frustrating, right? Would that be inaccurate feeling state. And I'm also noticing anger,
Yeah.
perhaps of like you wanting some kind of clarity, but you're not getting it.
Yeah, it seems um like I know what you want, but like you're creating this for yourself, of this like murky situation for yourself,
Hmm.
and you're just around me,
Hmm.
like lurking around, it feels like, just
Yeah,
like in my vicinity of just like,
yeah.
I'm
So
just
how does
here
that make you
including this.
feel? How does that make you feel being around this murky energy?
Um, like, like, yeah, it's not clear. So, um, it's like, I don't know. I just don't like it being around me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just
Does it
don't
make
like
you
it.
feel powerless? Like you just have to put up with it?
I feel like the parent. I feel like the parent that's annoyed of the child or something.
Yeah, yeah. Like wishing the child would just know or be different.
Um, I don't know logically, but the emotional state feels like, oh, I don't want to be around that energy. It's very like tiring and draining
Yeah.
because
Okay,
it
so
feels like what do you want me to do?
so you're having resistance to not knowing what to do here.
Yeah, like like yeah, like if it's this or that, like it doesn't feel
Uh-huh.
like it's gonna be fully satisfying. It's like, what do you want from me then? What do you
Hmm.
want from me? Get clear. What do you want from me?
Uh-huh. So you don't know what is wanted from you. You don't feel clear on what to do. So
Yeah, I
this
don't feel
state,
clear on what to do.
not feeling clear on what to do. Okay, so this is the emotional or like energy state that you are in resistance to. Can you let
Yeah,
yourself think into this?
not knowing what to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
of like not knowing what is desired from you to know what to do.
Okay. Wait, not knowing what to do when I witness um somebody not knowing what to do with their desire.
Hmm. It's
Oh,
actually them
ah,
not knowing what to do is
okay.
triggering you not knowing what to do, and that's what you're
Yeah,
rejecting.
it's actually, yeah, I could feel it going deeper now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like we're getting okay.
Okay, so
So
let yourself fully sink into that unsavory place.
I feel like I'm responsible for it for some reason because they're around me.
Hmm.
And if they're around me, I feel like I have to be involved in it.
Hmm.
And I don't want to because I don't know what to do. Like, you're not being clear. Yeah, you're not being clear.
Hmm.
And it almost feels like they're counting on me to be clear for them.
Hmm. So there's an expectation put on you that you don't feel like you can fulfill, you can meet.
Yeah, because it's like it's their desire.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, like, because they haven't really chosen, or I don't know, like, they're on the fence of like their own desire, like what, like they're confused of with their desire, and but they're
Hmm.
just around me, not knowing, and I feel like I have to be responsible But then the result doesn't feel like it's going to be satisfying if, like, I end up choosing for them or not, or something like that. Like, well, it's more like a responsibility. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It seems like you're coming to me for the answer, but it feels like I can't give them the answer.
What would be wrong or about you simply saying, I don't know. I don't have the answer. What makes you feel like you should have the answer and be clear right now?
They're around me. Like they won't, this energy won't go away. Like I feel like they're helpless. And when they feel helpless, I feel the responsibility to help.
But we're seeing that you don't have something in you feels like you can't help because you also feel helpless.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that you want. Like you say you want this, but then you say you don't want it. It feels like that. Their desire feels like, I want it, but I don't want it. I want it, but I don't want it. I want it, but I don't want it. Feels like that energy. And I feel like I can't help because it's like, well, like it's really hard to find clarity.
Well, you are clear that you don't have, you can't help. So you don't know either.
Yeah, but it feels like it won't go away unless I do something about it. And that feels annoying. Like like that energy stays with me until like I figure something out.
Mm. What is your truth in this place?
So I'm just imagining this energy just just in my space. And I'm feeling fine, but this energy is just around me. What was your question?
What is your truth in this place of like, um,
Oh my God, I feel it. Like I feel like I get sucked into that state. Because now I feel like I'm being annoying to you because I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know.
mhm,
I don't know. And
right.
I should give you an answer to know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And
So
now I feel
something
like
about you like needing to have an answer.
I'm turning into that. Yeah. How is this? Oh, I feel like I'm losing the feeling state. Oh my God, now I feel like I'm being annoying.
Mm.
I'm just gonna let it come out.
Yeah.
So the perspective of the annoyance is so afraid that like I'm going to annoy people to walk away from me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it senses from the one that's annoyed, like not wanting to be around this annoyance energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're trying to like run away from it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then either you're running away from it or you're trying to solve it so that it goes away.
Yeah. There's a part that just does not want to accept annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really wants to like get rid of it in its life.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't ever show annoyance energy. I feel like there's two parts going like in and out, in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm feeling like, oh, there's nothing good about being annoying. Nothing good about being annoying. Oh, and like me even saying that, I just feel so annoyed. I don't like feeling this state. Oh my God.
Mm.
I really hate feeling annoyed. I mean, like being the one that's annoyed.
Wait, being the one that's annoyed or annoying?
Annoying, annoying.
Yeah.
It feels like such a loser to be annoying.
Mm. Yeah. Well, if no one was watching, would you still be feeling annoying? Or is it just in relation to others, what you perceive them thinking about you?
I feel like it could be both. I feel like it could be both. Oh my God, this is it. To not know feels annoying.
Mm.
Because every time I feel like, oh, I'm not sure, it felt annoying.
Yeah, yeah. Something about it really hates uncertainty. That's
Yeah,
what I was getting to.
yeah,
And and the thing is, there's no way around it. Like when you don't know, oh, this is so interesting. I was so having this epiphany the other day
yeah,
about how uncomfortable we are as a society with just not knowing.
yeah,
We're so like information fact addicted.
yeah,
And the thing is that you can't know yourself out of, you think that by knowing you can get yourself out of just the mystery of being alive. And it doesn't give space for mystery. This is the feminine
yeah,
energy that you're rejecting, which is that it's not about knowing. It's a it's like a resistance to being in this deeper space of not knowing. And it makes sense that there's annoyance of children because they are closer to source. And it is true. As children, we're asking questions and we don't know. We haven't like learned all the things that we start accumulating knowledge over time.
So I don't know that all of that did not register 100%.
Mhm.
But
Again, you're like trying to know it.
yeah, but I do want to understand this annoyance. This annoyance of like,
Yeah, why is it so annoying to not know? What's bad about not knowing?
like the first thing that came up was it can trigger somebody.
Hmm. Yeah. Who was angry or upset or disturbed by you not knowing?
The people I care about the most.
Yeah. Mm, I see.
It doesn't seem clear or like I feel like so the part that is annoying,
Hmm.
um, like kind of sees people's energy as being fragile,
Hmm.
it feels like. So it feels like from their fragile state, like I don't want to be the annoying one.
Hmm.
And to not know feels like one sure way of triggering the fragile being.
Hmm. Mm. So, what I'm hearing is in your experience, not knowing was a very negative experience where you weren't supported. It created negative reactions,
Yeah, like
weakness, fragility.
what example that's coming up that I had a vision was like, so if a kid, so let's say mom is making dinner and a kid wants a popsicle, right?
Hmm.
It desires it, it wants the popsicle, knowing that mom's making dinner, but also knows that it shouldn't desire it because it's right before dinner.
Hmm.
And it's like, but it desires the popsicle, but tries not to like desire it in the beginning because it knows mom's response. And so, but then it can't help but to desire the popsicle. So then it tries to get what it wants, knowing that like it knows it's not going to get it. And it's annoying because like that annoying, it feels like, yeah, like that knowing part is in that state. And then asks for the popsicle, but then mom says, no, you're going to have dinner. And it's like, but it wants to try again. But, oh, well, can I, like, I promise I'll finish the dinner. Can I just eat the ice cream now? And mom says no again. And the kid just asks again. And then the mom gets annoyed and then gets triggered and then gets mad. Yeah. But then before that, it's still lurking around her. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not going away with this energy. I still want the popsicle.
Hmm.
knowing that I'm not gonna get it, but I still want it. So it's like this like lurking energy of this annoying energy that's like not gonna give up, but knows that it should and would be best, but
Mm-hmm.
and knows that it's being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that energy of like, but I want it. Like, oh, like that energy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Mhm.
annoying. Like, and it
Yeah.
knows, like, I am self-aware that I am being annoying right now.
Well, maybe
It feels like,
maybe there's something about just letting yourself. It's like you want something, but you're not letting yourself have it all the way because you know someone's not gonna like it. But maybe there's something about just letting yourself go all the way too. Just be fucking annoying.
oh,
Just want it.
it feels like a tantrum, but it feels like, oh,
Maybe you need to have a tantrum. You were never allowed to have a tantrum. Maybe you
no.
just need to have a fucking tantrum.
Like, how do you have a tantrum
You say like, I want it.
and be annoying like that?
Yeah, I don't care if you don't think I should have it. I want it.
I'm gonna try. Oh, this, like, I could feel my
Just let
shoulders.
yourself be irrational.
Okay.
There's all these rules. You can't have popsicle before dinner, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, fuck it. I fucking want the popsicle. Give it to me now, bitch. I want what I want.
Okay. Like,
Even if mom says it's wrong, like,
well, never
you can still
had
want what you want.
was true. Like, I never went there as a kid because mom never allowed me to show that side. Like, oh, you better not.
Well, fuck mom. Just let yourself want it anyway. Mom and her stupid fucking rules. Who gives a fuck? You just let yourself want the fucking popsicle.
Okay. Oh my
Just
God.
let
You know
yourself be
what's
a
true,
fucking
right?
brat.
I feel
Okay?
like
You can be a brat.
I'm triggering you because I'm not listening to you now. And I
Yeah, because I see
feel,
that you're scared to go all the way.
yeah, and I feel annoyed even more. Like, because I'm not doing that. And now I feel like I'm going to annoy you for not listening to you.
Mhm.
And I feel, oh, this annoyance. Oh,
Yeah, because you're trapped because you're trying to follow mom's rules, but you want what you want and you can't. You're stuck.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this makes me feel so annoyed. Like I feel like a loser.
Yeah.
Such a
It's not
fucking,
your fault you're scared of the consequences.
yeah, yeah. And even though she may be right, like, oh, you're gonna have a lot of sweets, so you're gonna lose your appetite. Like, I get it. I mean, not as
Hmm.
a kid, but as an adult
Hmm.
perspective, I get my mom's
Yeah.
perspective, you know?
Yeah. What if you had support here?
Maybe.
It's like I clearly see like you're like this kid who's like frozen.
Yeah, yeah. And that frozen state makes me feel like it gets me to feel very powerless.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
that feels annoying too, because I feel
Hmm.
frozen to like be clear on what I should do or
Hmm.
act or be.
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe for a moment, you don't. Like what we're doing right now is we're recognizing you're frozen because there's no way you feel like you can get what you want.
That's exactly where I'm at right now. I feel frozen. And this place feels very muddy, like I described before, like muddy right here. And I don't know what to do. And there's a lot of pain here. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can feel that.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, in your current state,
Yeah, it's
you're
not
right
like
to
I'm
feel
trying
that.
to be bad. I'm not trying to be bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like what I want is innocent.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to have this rift with my mom either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what you need is you need to feel safe and connected with your mom, and you want to feel safe and connected to know that it's okay to have your
My
desire,
desire. Yeah,
even if it's not what she thinks you should have.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So I wonder if there's a way where you can be supported here. It's like, how can this reality be known to your mom?
I guess what I would have.
Like, your perspective here also matters.
Oh,
But the thing is, this perspective was not known at all. All that was known and visible was your mom's perspective of like, no, we don't have sweets before dinner.
yeah, yeah. So,
But sometimes maybe she needed to also know, and that there's sometimes other logic happening that transcends just like mental logic. And we need to accommodate for both realities. Sometimes things that don't make sense in the mental, rational, linear way of thinking, like you have this only at this time, like this
yeah,
linear, masculine way of like perceiving reality and what things that should happen in this way.
yeah,
Maybe what was missing was your perspective to also show your mom that there are other ways to live that's not just about like the should and this time and this time.
yeah,
And that could benefit her too, to come out of her rigidity of like life only being lived in that way.
yeah. Like so
So
prompt.
you present a really valuable perspective that was not allowed, that wasn't given space to be known. And that's really sad because look what it's doing to you and look what it's doing to your mom. There's a disconnection here.
Yeah,
So could there be a way to, what you needed is like a bridge and communication
yeah.
to benefit both sides?
Um,
So how would you feel about your mom being shown and communicated to about this missing perspective in her reality of you?
Ironically, I think it's really burned because the first thought that came up was like, well, I know she's right.
Well, I think you're right too.
Yeah. But it feels like
Like,
mine isn't as valid as hers.
and that's where I believe this is the um, false
Yeah.
pain. This is the pain because that is false.
Can I?
She has she
This,
has validity, but so do you equally.
yeah. And this part feels very young, like it's a young energy. And
Mhm.
it wants an understanding of how is mine just as valid. Because logically, hers is more valid.
But that's the thing. The world is not run just on logic. We have to also honor the instinctual and the emotional and the sensory
So are you
realms
saying
of desire.
at
You
times?
could say this is a disconnect between kind of like the yin and the yang, or like the feminine and the masculine poles of reality, like
So
the
basically,
rational versus the non-rational. And like both need to work together, but one is not more important than the other.
so you're saying like I'm allowed to eat that popsicle and ruin my dinner, and so that night I don't eat, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's ask your inner child, like, would she rather eat the popsicle and not have dinner?
Oh no, I am that inner child right now.
Would you rather eat the popsicle now and not eat dinner?
It feels like, yeah, I want to try.
Yeah.
I want to see for myself, but it feels like I don't even have the safety to experiment that for myself, to know for myself.
Mhm.
It feels like it's gonna turn into I told you, see, so next time don't do that. Have your dinner. Don't ask for ice cream again. So it's
Well,
almost like
that's
there's this like hesitancy of like I
Mhm.
want to, but at the same time it's like, oh, but what if usually mom is right, so um like not wanting to find out the truth. Does that make sense?
maybe it was your right to find out the truth for yourself, make the decision for yourself.
So I think what you helped me realize was even if mom was right, I'm right to experience this and not be like scolded or mom giving me that annoyance or that disconnected energy because she's right about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like she may be right about it and I want the safety to experience it for myself. And let's say, yeah, it did spoil my dinner and I didn't want dinner again. I went to bed and it's like feeling the safety to know that, recognize it, but not be scolded afterwards.
Hmm.
And just be like, okay, and make the conclusion myself where the next time it's like, oh, I want ice cream again. And then it ruins my dinner. And yeah, it happened the second time, but basically what would have been better, it's like, okay, I see that it happened a second time. You missed out on dinner. Was that okay with you? And basically, how was your body feeling? Like, did you
Hmm.
notice that the more you eat ice cream, like in the evening for dinner, the more sweets you crave? Have you noticed
Hmm.
that pattern?
Hmm.
And basically, like, softly getting me aware of all of these steps. But again, this part feels like, oh, but my mom didn't have the patience for that.
Hmm.
And that is why I felt a lot of annoyance from her to me. So now that I'm
Hmm.
seeing now that I was right with seeing her as a very fragile person, like didn't really have the patience and that space to like
Mhm.
provide it to me in that way
Mhm.
and to show me in that way. And so it is validating where in that experience, because she didn't have the space, and so she reacted in that way, and how I'm now seeing how I adopted that annoyance of like, oh,
Mm.
hating on that annoyance because I felt it from mom. But now I see, like, if she had the patience and the space to like help me see like that safely, I would have come to my conclusion. Maybe not the first time or the second time or the third time, but eventually I'll come into an agreement with her, because I know eating a lot of junk food doesn't make you feel good in the end. Like it makes you
Mhm.
feel blah. And her support make you feel like, see, we did it together. Not like I told you, so listen to me. Don't do that again next time.
Mhm.
And I think
So
that,
it sounds like it's something about giving yourself the patience to make your choices.
yeah,
Make your choice with what you want.
yeah, and not already judging me, or like, um, like kind of like, um, just allow me to be on this journey as you just being there. I don't know, like safely just being there as I'm
Mhm.
experiencing this,
Mhm.
and basically helping me learn it on my own. My gosh, this feels like a 7-year-old kid.
Mm.
Like, it feels like the middle state of like, I'm still treated like a kid, but I'm ready to be and want to transition into being respected like an adult, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah, oh, right at that cusp.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
feel that, and that transition thing
Mhm.
was so, like, it was not helpful at that time. Like the way
Mm.
my mom helped me transition.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
just always made me feel like a little kid that didn't know, and
She
like
knows better.
annoyed, and yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So this feels like, oh my God, I see it now. This is a 7-year-old kid that's not like a kid, but can understand now.
Mm.
And that also wants to be respected safely into like realizing it for themselves,
Mhm.
but needed someone safe to experiment, to come to their own conclusions, to figure it out for themselves,
Mhm.
instead of giving in their answer when they desire and they don't know the outcome of it yet,
Mhm.
and not just give in the answer and to just follow it.
Mhm. And
it
giving you the space to like organically experience
yeah,
it on your own.
yeah,
But it's like training you to keep going for what you want, and maybe what you want will realize, oh, I don't want to eat this
yeah,
now.
yeah. It's like,
But
you know
that
it,
you get
mom.
there on your own
Yeah,
to then make a different choice.
yeah. Like, you know it, mom, but I don't, and I want to experience like what you became aware of. Like, I want to become aware of
Mhm.
it on my own too.
Mhm.
It feels like that.
So this whole process of how to know yourself,
Yes. Learning how to know
know
myself, my
yourself,
boundaries, like,
your
like,
preferences.
yeah, yeah. Like, even more so on a more,
Mhm.
yeah, with more awareness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. And this is crazy because I'm being around my nephew who's 7 years old.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. Now I feel like, oh my God. That's so where he's at.
That makes sense that it's triggering your 7-year-old too.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, I'm sure these like ways of, family dynamics playing out and these patterns that haven't been questioned with how you deal with
Yeah,
helping the children, the 7-year-old come
definitely.
into their own being.
Yeah. How this could be easily missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm really recognizing how from being a kid to like slowly becoming more logical, you know,
Mhm.
when
Mhm.
they're all so used to being in their heart space more as a younger kid,
Mhm.
and now being aware of the heart space and the mind,
Yeah.
and how big that transition is for a kid.
It's so important to
Very,
have their logical, rational be working with their emotional
yeah,
self.
yeah. Oh my God.
So this is where so much injury happened.
It feels like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the safety of, yes, I am a kid, but would also like to be respected as a, like,
As a sovereign being, sounds
yes,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm, yeah, now
and
an autonomous being.
yeah, where help me to be able to come to these conclusions for my
Yeah.
safely.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I feel, let me feel into this part of me, or this part.
What was that?
Oh, I wanted to feel if there's anything that
Okay.
needs more understanding or something.
Hmm.
No, it feels good. Feels good.
Okay.
Okay, it feels understood and seen. And it feels like, even for myself and to whoever listens to this, is after watching this, um, have your own time to connect with your 7-year-old self or 8-year-old self,
Mm.
of connecting to this part more personally, intimately before going to bed, and
Mm.
trying to recognize that part. Yeah, to be seen and heard.
Yeah.
That feels complete. Life being well. Wow,
Um,
an interesting ride. On your end, when you were facilitating, did it all make sense on your end?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so the disconnect between the desire and the logic,
Yeah.
the parental power over
Uh-huh.
squelching the child's own innate compass.
Yeah. It's
And
really a confusing concept for a child.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that they're really, especially the around of age 7, when we're like in a very formative state of becoming your own person.
Yeah. And including the
How
mental state now along
yeah,
with
the
that.
integrating. So this is a prime time where they're needing to be supported integrating the mental and the emotional together.
Yeah.
Mhm. And like to become their own being, not just a
Yeah.
follower of what
Yeah.
the authority figure is saying.
So how to feel safe utilizing, like you said, mental, emotional to work together
Hmm.
safely.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
oh my God, it was that like emotionally it was desiring it. Mentally it was like, no, you shouldn't.
No. Yeah. So this is where you were stuck.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
And, um, hope everyone
Love
has
that.
a good time, like becoming aware of their transition at that time.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to let us know, leave a comment below, or yeah, it would just be good to be aware of that for yourself
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how in your current day you find yourself in a conflict between what you think
Oh yeah.
you should do versus your feeling place in it.
And to
And
feel
how can you like let yourself have space for both and not, yeah, before making a decision, you really
yeah,
sit with both of those
yeah,
perspectives and try to find a way to see where they meet and merge.
safely. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh. All right. Wow. That was pretty cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you, Sylvia, for
Yeah.
sharing and
Thank
diving into that
you.
space.
Yeah. For facilitating
Yeah.
too.
Hmm.
All right. Until next time.
Okay.
Thank